If you're still dumping thousands of dollars into Facebook ads, hoping for a miracle in 2026, you're basically just paying for Mark Zuckerberg's next yacht, while your pipeline stays empty.
It's the digital tax most agents don't even realize they're paying. We've analyzed the lead gen data for hundreds of agents this year, and the verdict is in. The old way of renting attention is officially dead.
In this video, we're doing a brutal in and out for 2026. We're going to show you why we've spent exactly $0 on ads for our own business and how we've built a predictable lead machine through organic authority alone. Let's get into the blueprint.
Archie, let's start with a controversial one.
Okay.
Why do we tell agents to forget about ads when they're just starting out?
Yeah, that's an interesting point right there, Victor. Well, number one thing when it comes to ads, the thing about the ads, as soon as you're gonna start paying those platforms like Facebook, Google, TikTok, I think even, right? Your ad spend is only gonna increase over time. Your cost to generate a lead or cost per impression, per 1,000 impressions, it's gonna only go up and up. Even if you're gonna start brand new and at the beginning you will be like, oh, okay, just like a $5 lead. The more money you're gonna be putting into that, the more competition you're gonna encounter, and you will be competing against other advertisers out there who are spending more money, right? Which means that your cost per, again, lead cost per impression is gonna only increase. So as soon as you'll start that ad machine, you're gonna only throttle your organic growth. And look at us even. Since we started Brick by Brick, we've spent $0 on advertising. Most of our clients are coming from either website, other social media platforms. I want to say around 87% of our current clients are coming from referrals, right? So our clients who are happy with the business, who are getting the leads, who are closing deals from YouTube, they're organically promoting our services by just chatting with other agents, going on to different conferences where they can showcase their YouTube channel, and people will be naturally asking the question, oh, that is cool. Like, how did you do that? Who's helping you out? And it's like, well, that's actually a company called BrickByBrick Productions that handle the everything from in and outs when it comes to optimization, publishing, content plan. So the only thing I have to do is just record content. We live in this era of AI, data and information. So these days, the human connection is actually a commodity that's only gonna benefit you. What I mean by that, guys, is I would rather you have, 2-3 meetings with a few other agents who gonna be asking about your business, right? And then the question of your approach to generating business leads and deals will come organically. And this is where we can, share your own experience, right? What I mean by that is, like, think about your friends. You're not buying their attention. You're just meeting with them, having a nice conversation about your day, your life, your business, whatever the case is. Same goes with YouTube, right? Ads versus organic reach. Ads, you're paying money and you're pushing the content to people who might be interested based on their, search history, recommendations and things like that, versus YouTube is pushing your content organically to people who are absolutely interested in your content, right? And the more content you're gonna produce, the more algorithm will understand who to tailor that content to, who's your ideal viewer and potentially your ideal client. And that's all about that, Instead of focusing on buying the attention of those people, you create the content for people who are actually interested in. Okay, so this way we established that, you need to move towards the organic strategy versus the paid strategy, right? But my question to you, Victor, is most agents out there, they're aiming for that perfection, for that cinematic look, videos and things like that. Why do you think this is wrong?
Well, because I think you have to be useful versus perfect, right? Mm-hmm. Because if you look at, what people really connect to, who they connect with, people connect with other people. Mm-hmm. And we're on YouTube, not Netflix, right? So we're looking for something authentic and not fake, like all these actors are, and they're just playing their roles, right? Well, you are living your life as a realtor, right? And you're showcasing your community, your values, your experience. You talk about your stories, your clients, you basically showcase kind of your life as well, mm-hmm. right? Because if you really demonstrate your personality, that's where people start connecting with you, because they will see, okay, he's just like me.
Yep.
He's also a human being. He's not doing this, fake, Hollywood type of video, type of movies, right? Because this is not what people want.
Yeah.
In the age of AI today, like we see more and more fake content out there.
True.
People using AI avatars, deep fakes. People kind of try to trick you into showcasing something that is not real. And this whole trend is just gonna accelerate. And we'll see more and more of this junk online. So, and how do you differentiate?
Yeah.
You film the content yourself, where you put in the effort, and people can see, okay, this is a real person. This is not an AI avatar, and I can really connect with that person, because machines, yes, they can copy a lot of things, and they're getting better. At some point, they'll probably be undistinguishable, but we're not there yet, right? And before that happens, I do believe that being a human on camera is always better versus an AI. And the thing is, even once that content of AI platforms becomes so good it's undistinguishable, people will still appreciate way more videos produced by you, because they won't believe that you're doing this and everybody else is doing something different. And and that's where they will be building trust with you, connecting with you, and reaching out.
Yeah. And that's, I want to touch base on that as well. The reason why they're doing this with the AI content, right, is just to increase the number of the production, right?
Yeah.
So like to pump as much content as possible and hope that one of those videos will become viral, lots of views, aka lots of reach outs, leads, and people interested to working with you, which is absolutely wrong. And this is where we're coming back to, again, the authenticity. I would rather you guys to have one video, that will be authentic, cool, just being you, talk about the things that people actually search for and interested, rather than create 10 short videos using AI avatars just to feed the algorithm with the kind of a generic content that everyone else are doing, right? And it's just not, the quality is just not there.
Yeah, and I want to point out that, YouTube and other platforms, they're not dumb. If you post, AI avatars, they can notice it. And even when you upload a YouTube video, they're asking you whether it includes any of the AI generated content inside of the video. And you want to be really truthful about that, because otherwise you might get penalized by the algorithm. And because they do know that, all these platforms will be flooded by this AI generated content,
100%.
And people will get really tired, of it at some point. And by remaining yourself and not using these AI avatars, you'll keep your brand intact, and you will really distinguish in the marketplace, which is really the goal with YouTube, because so many people do this because it's quite tough, but with us, it gets easier.
True.
Yeah, guys, and let us point this out. We are not, AI haters here, okay? We just believe that, the AI avatars and, the video production of what AI is capable of doing today is not really up to the standard, right?
100%.
But we're all for you using AI tools to help you with researching content ideas, looking at what the competition is doing, coming up with a strategy, helping with scripting, like basically leveraging all these different tasks that might sound mundane and boring. Definitely, we're using, all of these tools ourselves, but in terms of actually producing content, that's a different story. And I would say stay away for now, because you're gonna really blow up your relationship with your viewers if you start posting this content that's AI generated, because they will no longer trust you, because they'll think, okay, this is all fake. If this video is 15 minutes of AI avatar, why should I watch it? This is craziness. I want to connect with a person, not an AI avatar. Because when it comes to sales, it's all about relationships, right? And AI, like people just don't connect with AI the same way they connect with humans.
Yeah, and instead of, I would focus on, when it comes again to organic, not only the content itself, but optimizing your Google My Business profile, working on your website, working on creating blog posts, some kind of a helpful materials like before and after, buyer presentation, seller presentation, and things like that, and putting your mind into it, your thoughts, your personality into it, and use AI to just perfect it, to make it even better, check the grammar mistakes, add something like expand your thought and things like that, but not just to blindly use it to do the work for you and create just a generic generic, PDF presentation, but give it a path, give the idea, the value that you have on your mind that you think would be very valuable for them to know. Again, either through some kind of a PDFs, through their blog post, reviews, I don't know, Google My Business profile, other things, right? But again, use the AI to save you some time, to refine it, to make it better.
Yeah, and I would say don't forget about verifying the information that AI gives you. Trust it, but verify.
100%.
Because, sometimes they do have hallucinations. And moreover, all of these AIs, they're usually very agreeable. So you have to really stress test them to get to the bottom of it.
Yep.
So yeah, the final decision should still be made by a human being, in my opinion, because you don't want to lose control of what's going on in your business.
100%.
Okay, guys, so you might be sitting there and thinking, well, the organic growth is really slow, right? How can I speed it up? And I would say, yeah, you can definitely explore the ads path. But the thing is, I would really encourage you not to go all in on them from the get-go, because you can really lose a lot of money because you don't know what works. You might be the ad might not be performing really well. And so what I recommend is, one of the best ways to run ads is to retarget the people who have already, been to your website, who know you, and you have that data, because this way it will be a bit more effective, since it's not a very cold approach versus just running ads out there. And also, if you have a content piece that's been growing organically very nicely, you can try to boost it with an ad spend and see whether it will, help you generate more leads this way. But just keep in mind that, whenever you write an ad and you push it to different audiences, those leads won't be that hot because they won't really know who you are. They haven't been building this trust with you the way it's usually done through the organic way of doing things. But you can definitely test it out. If you feel burned out by the time you run some ads, reach out to us. We'll help you with the organic growth, because in the long term, if you want to really build your brand, organic is the way. It might not be the quickest, but slow and steady wins the race. And if you really want to build your brand and authority online, YouTube is one of the best ways to do that.
The gap between the agent struggling and the agent winning is usually just the difference between renting attention versus owning authority.
Infrastructure is what survives market shift. Ads are a drug, organic is an asset. Build the asset first. If you're ready to start a YouTube channel, please reach out. All of our information is in the description down below, and we'll be happy to see you soon on YouTube.